think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living. Yeah, I done seen the best stuff from jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phone, they can hear us. 7 in the morning and they in my.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. Hello again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, partner, I think we can safely sum up the goal of this final week of the preseason with 3 simple words. Don't get hurt.
And make sure you follow that mantra, okay? We cannot have you hurt going into the season, but you're exactly right. Starters will play very little, if at all, in this game. A lot of guys fighting to make the roster because after this game's over, we get down to the 53-man number, and guys will be fighting like mad to be included in it.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and in. Complete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipate. A blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. To throw his line. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Raekwon McMillan, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long. It's locked. Gets this one to Morris. before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play for the Bills on third down. 52 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On first down, it's long. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Throwing on third down. Luck. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3. Maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down now. Scott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the third. One now on
Yo,
first
up,
and
dog?
10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And they'll go on the ground. Finding room to the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up first and 10 at the 16. Looking to throw. Fry. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Oh, so he let, what he did about them, Marcus
just
having
down
a
the
setting
score,
on.
they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The drive starts with a handoff to Piron.
So he's playing Juju in the Super Bowl.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Oh, okay.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
he's been quiet today.
creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot.
What?
He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one by the line of scrimmage.
Bro, I'm about to say, what's going on with you, brother?
From the gun on third down, Luck. And this is going to be intercepted.
Boy, I thought you were talking about real life.
And they will set up shop
That's
in enemy
me for a
territory
loop,
at the 42-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Look at this spin.
Balance.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Boston Scott, 42 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Oh, Zeke.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Ain't Clemson winning?
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
A shotgun snap for one. And he's going to go down.
Come on, but that could have been a fumble, dog.
It's a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely
slow down on the fucking couple of guys over there. I can tell you that, but goddamn, you got some good assessment. Because that's exactly what they had to do. Come on, Lucky. We waiting on you.
The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
DB's playing. They are playing.
Returnable here from the 38. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Looking like it's over for me.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them. They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
All right, now, look at 56.
But are you going to take us in the airfield?
Back to the air on second down. Fly. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run on first down. Scott slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. On second down, Scott. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Busted Scott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25. And here come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs. And hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go now.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. They go play action here on first down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Like that there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Able to avoid him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
And I hope this shit can carry on.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. First and 10.
Put him on his ass and make him hold his ankle over there. That
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Rolling to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
So what you hope is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking scheme. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Still looking like the greatest ever. Alabama still looking like the greatest ever.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened.
285, I heard that. Big Cleve, I tried to play baseball, 8th grade. Went out, stood at the plate, pitcher threw the ball, took the helmet off, threw the bat to the side, politely jogged off the field. The coach screamed at me, asked me, son, where you going? I said, I'm not playing this. He said, son, you play football. I said, it don't matter. I have a helmet on. If that ball hit me in my face, I'm not playing it. So, no, I did not play baseball. Played a bunch of softball, but baseball, nah, dog. I wasn't built for it. Ain't no lie.
Stick to that bitch like I'm Drake.
But on first and second down, really put them behind the 8 ball.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is Ajayi. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They'll look to throw. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gets him the first down yardage there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jay Ajayi from 19 yards away. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. This is fielded at the goal line.
He's trying to get everything. He's trying to get what he wants.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, a costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They find some open field here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, 67 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it.
What the score is,
dude? In Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there?
13.
And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
3-19.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll set up to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. So we are happy. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
No, check, Patriot!
Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Whoa, how you get that one?
Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run with a jive. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I remember playing, and from a safety's perspective, when you saw a toss play and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they're going to bounce that outside. It's a lot longer run. You got to make sure your angle is right because once they get to the edge, they're going to pick up good yardage. Your job now is to make sure they don't go all the way for a touchdown. You have to become an excellent tackler that gets a lot of bodies out leading a runner. And on this play, the defenders were finally able to rally to the ball after a big pickup of yardage and throw him out of bounds.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. He's going to air one out. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
I had it on earlier.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh, he's got him in wide open.
They beat the hell out of Bama right now.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Oh, yeah.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
So you're away from everybody?
Yeah, and I actually have a lot of space.
I see that. Now, why you had to tell me that? I'm just messing with that. Y'all just hate to see me happy.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game. But they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Ajayi. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Back now here live in New Orleans. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go! Green 39!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Morris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And they'll get 9 there.
Y'all
that
game
sets
still
them up
on?
better for 3rd
Y'all
down.
still playing?
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of an interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me
That's what's up.
interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
What the final score was?
Is involved in the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just put better and better.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills' passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get it.
Drew, when you and Marcus played the first time, could you tell he had something on, or you didn't know?
It was a big window. They're lucky they did get it.
I beat the dog shit out of him, so I
And this
couldn't
play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage.
No, I'm saying in the NFC Championship game.
It'll be a loss of
Oh, no, we didn't ever play because he had his shit on.
Oh, okay, I'm tripping. I thought y'all played.
When you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain.
You the girls went back to school today?
Came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
This is
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Looking to throw.
Come on, bro. They never let. Come on, cornerback.
And he'll take it into the
That was stupid. You sitting right there.
Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills cut into that lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well,
he's got it. It's
Well, Cleveland with all that tour shit, you hear me? The Cleveland come your puss ass out here with that tour shit. You been touring a nigga all
Hey,
where you at now with all that tour shit?
What you said, Drew?
So I'm so glad we don't got to meet that in New Orleans. You just know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit, me. Drew, I'm going to meet them boys at the airport. I got something for their ass.
Yeah, say, nigga can hold off on the trash talk for another week.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Yeah, that's
going back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We can't look past the Eagles, dog.
Gets ready to head back onto the
We can't look
field,
past Philly. First off, Philly the reigning Super Bowl champ. Trip me out how niggas don't be giving this reigning champ prop. Get a reigning champ, dog.
When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win.
Shining on them niggas, see what I'm saying?
Back to throw.
You quiet. You with all that looking like the grass team.
Not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down.
You're a freshman.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end. By the way they flip field position there. A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Tim, can I get my rematch on that 2K?
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move
you
all
go
over
to
the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
What's up, Tim Bull? Chilling, dog.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going
away. Oh, little clean. Bro, he be jocking them like they his team.
And that'll be a intercepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So after the
Oh, no, I'm
play,
sorry.
in the wrong
What'd you say,
direction,
Timbo?
2nd and 15.
You beat me. Oh, was that bomb that beat me?
And the hit jarred it loose.
I think that was... No, I think he beat me, son.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact.
Oh, that must have been bomb beat me about 2. Have you played him yet?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Antonio this time, though. But, damn, that nigga in the squad, bro. Oh, you pulling it too? Oh,
and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get
you must have had your tackling on aggressive.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant
all game long. Break the tackle.
The coverage. They've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Come on, bro.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Ain't it these right here, though? Right here, right?
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Did it again.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Come on, bro.
So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so because you've tried to run the ball and really didn't matter who got the ball on the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Meredith. Give him 30 yards there.
What time wrestling be going on? 11?
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the time, they
boy,
just look at
you don't hear. Oh, yeah,
I ain't, Tim, I'm playing my game, but I'm listening to the Polos, but I know Clemson's still whipping them boys.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
A little clean head, boy.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
But Uda on Lil Cleve. Uda on Lil Cleve talking about where you at. Lil Cleve talking about, they ain't my team, they ain't your team. You talking about them like that's your team. And I'm like, no, Cleve, you be jocking Bama like that's your team. You said it was going to win by 10 points.
I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher.
I just ain't got on the pole. I'm just listening to him.
What's good on the extra
So now Cleve telling Uda, you all excited like that's your team. This, that, and the third. Don't nobody pull for Alabama more than Lil Cleve.
And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Lutz now to kick this one away.
He did, dog.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Oh.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
So I thought you were going to that phone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for
Not
the 3rd
already.
time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tre'Davious White,
still doing in the
LSU
game?
man there to knock it
You got
away
a team
that
full of
time.
ball hitting niggas.
4th
Damn.
quarter, you've got the big lead.
He
If
wasn't
you're
in the game, that'd have been a
coaching,
touchdown.
you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now in desperation, throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.
They did, Cleve.
I mean, what a game.
Boy,
I got a green
business, dog. And Nola. Shit, bro. You be pulling for Bama to a tongue of valor like you the only one can say his name. You be smiling when you say his name. But don't even try to hit on Ula. Little Cleve Nooney, you go up before. But yeah, Big Cleve, them boys, 4 years in a row, bro. Them boys have the way Dabble got them boys, the way they play Bama, they walk on the field like they belong just as much as Alabama. No Clemson team in the last 4 years have been intimidated by Bama, and the games that they have won, they won it the same with the defense and with the passing game. Deshaun Watson blues them boys 2 years in a row. If it wasn't for that cornerback getting hurt and they letting O.J. Howard slip loose for them 2 big pass receptions, they'd have won that first one and they'd have won that second one. I take my hat off to Dabo Swinney and them boys at Clemson because they handling their business. They doing what no other SEC team could do. And y'all know I love the SEC.